What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action. Spawning in the left-hand side of the map in the blue color, playing as Isis. His name is DoD Fox. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Zeus. His name is HellsRavage. This is game number 2 of the RTS-Sanctuary Christmas Tournament Group Stage. This is a best of 2, which means that you can come out on top with a tie. Well, not on top, but you can come out with a tie. The map is Tundra, and we have a little bit of a god change here. Hell's saying, nope, don't want to stick with Kronos. Going to play some Zeus. So we're going to see how Zeus does against Isis on Tundra. This map generally has a ton of food. However, it's normally difficult to get after your initial 2 hunt spawns. If you have no map control, you generally are going to get pushed off your hunt in these corners in the middle of the map. So for Isis, it's kind of difficult. It's not difficult to get to the heroic age, but it's kind of difficult to get to the heroic age and go to town center, just because you get pushed off all your hunt, and it's hard to get there off this much food plus the second town center. So if your second town center doesn't get you another hunt patch, which this doesn't, then it might be a bad idea to do that kind of play, and it might be better to just go straight for that fast heroic. Zeus, on the other hand, because he's so strong in the early game, he's going to be able to maintain his map control and just simply eat all of the food, which means he can do some very high hunt play. That being said, if he opts to go for a fast second town center, he throws away any advantage he has of kicking his opponent off hunt. So that's something that you need to be aware of as a Zeus player. If you're going fast second town center, you know, you're pretty much giving your opponent the option to go fast second town center as well and grab his second hunt. So it's a little bit of a paper, scissors, rock. If your opponent goes fast heroic, you should probably just go straight fast second town center. If your opponent goes fast second town center, you should be kicking him off that town center straight away. So I guess you have to play a little bit reactionary and play very good scouting. If you run your scout in and see how many gold villages he has around the 4:30 mark, or maybe just a little bit before the 4:30 mark, you can adjust your game plan to that and see how you go. We do see some wall segments getting thrown up here. You want to, I'm not sure if they, yeah. So you want to delete these wall segments so that there's only 4 of them. You see I'm highlighting them, there's only 4. If you place them down, you actually place down 2 wall segments, so it costs 6 gold. You can delete 1 and it still does exactly the same thing. So it only costs 3 gold to build a wall segment. Little cheeky little strat there. We do see that the 2 villages on gold is the option for Fox, so that generally means he's going to go for a very fast heroic time. Somewhere around the 4:30 mark is the general aim, but it looks like he's going to be a little bit behind that. Maybe should have waited on these walls. That extra 12 gold would be a temple going up right now, and be able to advance to that second age very quickly. So maybe he's not doing that anyways. Maybe he's going for 5 minutes, and I'm completely wrong about the early two town center. Just getting hunt deleting himself there with that house. That's something that I thought was fixed in the balance patch, but I guess you can't. I guess that was just one of those weird things that happens if you have it already. The building foundation is already set up, and then you kill the animal. Then you can't. Then you can build it and it hunt deletes. If the animal's already there and you try and put a building foundation on it, it just won't let you in this balance patch. It's also a bug. It's a bug fix, I guess. You see the temple is now going up. Only 1 villager building it there, so he's going for even later advance than I thought. HellsRavage, on the other hand, looks like he's also going for a pretty late advance time. With the 3 villagers on gold and the 4 villagers on wood, that normally means you're going to be advancing at 4:15, getting to the classical age at 5:15. This is a pretty old strat. It gets you early pickaxe, early husbandry, but a later advance. So your economy is very strong, but the later advance means you can't put on that pressure too early. It generally means you're going to be going for a fast second town center as well, because you go, basically that's just what you do. We're seeing Athena here though, so that makes me feel like there's a potential of some very aggressive hoplite Toxito play coming up. That being said, he's putting more villages on gold, which signifies again, something different. He's actually going for cavalry with this build. You don't need that many villages on gold if you go Hoplite Toxotos with a 415, 515 advance time, because you're going to build 2 barracks, 2 archery ranges. The gold you get from the early game by getting that early pickaxe means that you can chuck down those buildings, build Hoplite, build Toxotos, and by the time you need the extra gold, you're starting to put more villages onto gold from your town center. It's a very old strategy, and I think it's a little bit outdated. I think you can do more with the 430 advance time. You don't lose too much out on the economy, in all honesty, but that's what's going on here. We do see some walls coming up now for Fox. Fox looks like he's a little bit afraid of going for that second town center. He's putting walls up everywhere, and he thinks that he's got some sort of an inkling as to what is going on with Hells. Hells going through Athena. Are we going to see that far second town center? Looks like, yep, we are doing the far second town center, so everything I'm saying is completely wrong at this point. So Athena, far second town center, it gets scouted. This could be like one of those meta plays where Fox could like produce 5 priests while advancing to the classical age, throw his pharaoh forward, and then prevent this town center from going up, because 2 heroes and a minotaur versus all of those priests isn't, I'm not sure if it actually would be enough, but I guess you could just bolt the pharaoh and it'll be fine. Anyways, fast second town center versus probably the fast mythic, so not fast mythic, fast heroic age of Fox. Fox grabbing that armory up now, and as we can see, where's he gathering food from? I feel like I'm completely blind at this point. Oh, he's just grabbing food from goats at this point. So one of the big things about Tundra is you get the, like I said, you get the 2 hunt patches, and then you also get the goat, which means you can basically just stay in your base and go straight to the heroic age. You're totally fine, but you're gonna have to use prosperity and farm early, so you're going to be wasting some gold. So you can get very severely gold starved, which I believe would be the correct play here for Hells right now. Stay 2 town centers, mass as many units as you possibly can in the next minute and a half. Make sure he doesn't get any access to these gold mines. Put units in the line of sight of the pathways to these gold mines. So you want to put a unit here, set him on patrol, so he's moving back and forth. Set him on patrol over here as well. We do see that a bolt has been cast on the Sphinx. Don't want to. I think that was a preemptive bolt so that the Sphinx wouldn't allow Ancestors Eclipse to come through. But if he understood what was going on with the hunt of Fox, probably that a late advance time means maybe that was a waste. But I guess his heroes were out and about here, not able to defend against any raids, so he probably would have lost some villages to, or some resources to villages being attacked, and he wants to be producing as much as he possibly can at this point. Definitely wants to start producing some more military buildings. 1 stable and 1 archery range really isn't enough at this point. He is producing from 2 town centers, but he has the resources to produce from more than that. You can see he's sitting a little bit ahead of the production with 200 food in the bank and just over 60 gold. So he could be producing another stable of units at this point, which could be very important considering the Fox fast heroic, meaning gold starving is very, very possible here. Not sure why this Catastrophe Scout's sitting on this town center when this one's clearly the closest. Has he seen it? He has seen it as well. Never a bad idea if you're not sure what he's doing. Just like patrol this back and forth if you're unsure. Or just sit him here, because that's kind of the only way he's going to be able to get through here with villagers. We do see that Hells is moving over to this point over again. Like, I think just a couple of units over here so you can spot if he sends villagers out to build a Migdol stronghold, which he is doing. He's got a bunch of priests as well to defend against this. This Migdol stronghold is going to go up, but I wouldn't fight it. There's no point in fighting this at this point. I mean, you're trying to force an Ancestors Eclipse here, I suppose. But you're not actually, he's actually not gaining anything from this Migdol stronghold. It's a very risky position to put this one up. But he's going to get up and it's going to start producing chariot archers. So he's got a lot of villagers on, Fox has got a lot of villagers on wood at the moment, so he can produce a lot of chariot archers. Losing units here is not what you want to do as Hells. You want to be waiting until about the 10-minute mark, and that's when his gold mine is going to expire. And if his gold mine expires, then that's that's the time where you're going to fight him, force an Ancestors Eclipse, and then retreat, come back, push him off gold with Restoration, and win the game. That's the plan. That's what you should be trying to do. And we do see that finally some more military buildings going up for Hells right now. He's noticing his economy is a little bit stronger than his production, so he's going to be doing that. You really want to be sitting at a higher population count right now. I think potentially this fast second town center might have actually slowed his military down a little bit too much, and he's not going to have the units now to really prevent him from getting this gold. Might have actually been smarter to stay one town center. It's not actually all in if your opponent's also on one town center as well. Like, a lot of people think that if you're not going 2 town centers, you're kind of doing an all-in play. But if your opponent's also not going 2 town centers, then it's kind of fine, right? Anyways, we see a Hippicon now just kind of being a little bit silly there. Gonna get a lot of damage from those Scorpionmen if he does get hit, but he does manage to get out there without taking too much damage. A little bit of jockeying here, but not too much going on. Fox almost out of gold here. So as we said, about 10 minutes, this gold line's gonna expire. It's going to be about 10 minutes and 30 seconds to be probably exact, and that's when you want to be right on this gold line. This is the one he's going for. You've got this location completely sorted out. He is patrolling here, which I like. What you want to do, I don't like moving over here. There's no point in moving over here. If you're concerned about him coming for this gold line, leave one Toxito on that gold and you'll be fine. But this is the location that he's obviously going for. He's moved his Migdol stronghold here. He's got his army here. You should be able to move in, scout that out, and you're going to be fine. If I was Fox right now, I'd already be mining from this. I'd already be attempting to put up a second Migdol just because Hells is not being proactive. Stop building these sorts of military units, get that Migdol stronghold up, and then you're going to be able to be fine here. Then you can go and grab that second town center and focus on that. So unfortunately for Hells, I'm not sure if this is going to work out too well for him. He does need to think about, he is getting his medium cavalry. Medium cavalry is a very strong technology because it gives you 10% cav hit points and hack armor, as opposed to the medium Toxitos, which does a little bit less because you have less. Yeah, basically it does the same thing. It's you 10% more, but your units have a significantly less stats. So the 10% is actually less. So it's kind of like, it's a little bit like that. I think this fight is not too great for Hells right now. He wants to come over here and fight this, and I like this. I like this move by Fox, moving out while he needs to go for this gold line. So he should be moving over here, chucking a Migdol stronghold down onto this location. Fighting but not fighting is the aim of the game right now. You don't want to actually fight. Maybe you can cast Ancestors Eclipse and make a good push in here, but you want to be moving back and forth, wasting as much time as possible while you get this gold mine. We do see that Hells is now moving in here. Hells is moving in here now. Fox trying to pick off Toxitos. You want to be picking off the Toxitos, running away, getting these Scorpion men to be killing off the medium Hippicon, and then attempting to kill off any heroes as well. So he does manage to pick off the Odysseus, which is a huge win there. Restoration goes down super early because he was concerned about the Ancestors Eclipse, but that just means that Fox can retreat now, cast Ancestors Eclipse, and he's going to be in a really strong position. He did pick up the Odysseus. Now Jason's getting picked up as well. Hells needs to produce another heroes right now, otherwise this game is going to go completely down the drain for him. These siege towers are going to get picked off by villagers if they're not careful, so he's going to have to move them back and forth. These military buildings getting picked off is not great for him. Hells needs production right now. He is sitting at full population, but as soon as he starts fighting, that population is going to go away. It's not going to be good for him. These siege towers, there's so many siege towers here. Just get these villagers out. Start picking them off. You want to be attacking. It doesn't matter if you lose the villagers. You've got the advantage on the economy. You don't want to lose your town center at this point. Odysseus is coming out now for HellsRavage. If he gets that out, he's going to be in an okay position. Where's his army though? He's just not fighting. Okay, he's deciding to sacrifice this location in order to wait for the Ancestors to go down and then push him back off. But at that point, is it going to be okay? Is he going to be able to keep going? He's got no gold mines either. Once this gold mine expires, which it almost is, it looks like Fox can actually gold starve HellsRavage at this point. These villagers going to get picked up as well. We do see the Scorpion men coming in with those Eclipsed speed bonus and attack bonus. 38 damage when the Eclipse is going on. We do see that the army for HellsRavage coming back in now. Don't know about this one at all. Fighting this location right now is probably a waste. You've already stacked it. You're not really going to get anything back from it, except for potentially getting gold star at this point, or at least rated. You also have no heroes right now, so these Scorpion men are doing absolute work. We do see Jason coming out right now. Villagers are idle. Going to move them over onto this gold mine at the back. We see that Fox should be thinking about grabbing that second town center now, really taking advantage of this winning of the fight. But he has no gold right now for some reason. He spent it all on something. No Migdol stronghold over here. Looks like Siege Tower's moving back, going to be picking off these Stapleton archery ranges. HellsRavage is scrambling a little bit. He has no real wood at this point, but he has a ton of gold. This is... Come on, Hells, you can do better than this. Take some villagers off gold, put it onto wood. If you need the wood, then you spam buildings, get back into this game. But you see that the Chariot Archers moving in here, going to be taking some damage. Oops, what did I do there? Okay, Chariot Archers moving in there. Going to be taking some damage from that town center, but that Scorpion Man going to be enough there to pick off that villager. We do see that Scorpion Man does get picked off by the town center, which is nice for Hells, but losing all those villagers is not so great for him at all. We do see these Chariot Archers moving in now. They're looking for something to pick off. These villagers have to move back to a back forest. They should have been on the back forest to begin with. Generally don't want to be chopping down your front forest because that's a natural protection area. Chopping down your back forest is fine in the early game. We do see that these units just trying to move back and forth. I think Fox isn't really being proactive right now. Just take like 6 of these Chariot Archers, move on to this gold mine. Does he know it's here? He doesn't know where the gold mines are, but you want to take a couple of Chariot Archers at this point now. You have the advantage. Move them around, start doing some stuff. But I guess he's trying to protect this location, grab the town center. Looks like Hell's moving in here. If you can pick off these units, you want to be focusing down that Pharaoh straight away, get that Jason straight onto the low HP Scorpion Man. Too bad for him. He's not able to do that fast enough. That town center is going to go up and he decides to retreat back. He's going to be sitting now at an unfortunate position in the game where his opponent has access to all four town centers. He's got access to one of Hells' town centers. So Hells is going to have to grab this town center and this town center. Well, not really both, but one of them all, and to be in an even position or take this town center down. Fox's economy is very, very good at this point. He's just researched shaft mine, so his gold income is going to be coming in significantly better, and he's going to be in a good position to close this game out. Hell's just, unfortunately, he's just like not being able to get in and do anything to Fox's army. Just with this army, it's just not that good. If you don't split up your army and try and surround the Chariot Archers, get those heroes onto the Scorpion Man, it's very difficult for you to win. You also didn't get any Pierce Armory upgrades, which is something you need to do against Egyptians. If you don't, then Chariot Archers just tear through your units, even though you have counter units, and they've only got 25 Pierce Armor at this point. It's just not enough. We do see that the Chariot Archers now moving in. Looks like he's searching for that gold mine. We do see that the town center has been spotted. A bunch of villagers in here. Looks like the Chariot Archer is going to move over here, pick off all of these villagers, and Hells is just going to keep falling even further behind. We do see that the medium Hippocon moving in now, going to be attempting to help out over here. The Scorpion Men are already over here though, so Scorpion Men plus the Chariot Archer is going to be a little bit too much for the medium Hippocon. These villagers can get picked off very, very fast, and Hells decides once that happens to tap out. Says GG. It was well played by Fox. It was really well played by Fox, but I think Hells had the map here to win. I think he did. If he just like put some more pressure over here, put more emphasis onto his army instead of his economy, and went for a really strong gold starve instead of allowing Fox to get out so many units, then I think he might have been okay. At least he would have forced a defensive Ancestors Eclipse instead of an offensive Ancestors Eclipse. Also casting Restoration before Ancestors Eclipse, I just don't think it's the right move. I don't think I've ever seen a game where it actually helps a player win. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this game, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to see my videos as soon as they come out. My name is Boit, and I'm going to see you guys next time.